Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Data. So today we've seen a boom in all of the altcoins. If you remember yesterday, it was a bloodbath. We just had Bitcoin Cash going up and then everything else was declining. But today it's a different story. We have Bitcoin Cash up again, 57%. Ethereum's up 12.6% on the BTC trading pair. Every altcoin is up today. The only thing that's down right now is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's declined to about $6,200. You have Bitcoin Cash up at about $1,320 right now, which is crazy. Ethereum sitting at $314. Ethereum Classic is a big player as well, up 30% to $18. You have Neo at 5%, Litecoin, Omisco, all of these other alts are up almost double digits. So this is a great day if you're holding altcoins or Bitcoin Cash. So looking at Bitcoin Cash, you can see it got up to a high of $1,422. Actually, just a couple minutes ago, it reached that high. And since then, it's about $1,310 right now. A big reason why Bitcoin Cash is going up is just, the cancellation of SegWit 2x. So now people are taking that profit from Bitcoin, moving it into Bitcoin Cash because that was the original hard fork. And right now, a lot of volume is coming from South Korea. I believe over 50% is coming from South Korea. So they love Bitcoin Cash. A lot of small businesses, Bitcoin Cash is easier for them to use. More transactions can go through. So basically, just people are kind of in the thinking that, hey, this may be the new Bitcoin. So there's a lot of FOMO buying right now. So just be careful, take profits accordingly. And it'll be crazy to see how high this goes. And Bitcoin Cash does have its event on Sunday, Monday the 13th. Sorry. So keep an eye on that. There's definitely a lot of news surrounding that. And then looking at Bitcoin, it's had a decline today. Right now it's at $6,260. It was at a low of $6,122. And again, people are just getting out of Bitcoin right now because, their incentive was to hold it for SegWit 2x so they get some free B2X. But now that that's canceled, they're kind of shifting their focus over to Bitcoin Cash and other altcoins. So again, just be careful, about Bitcoin. And actually looking at the graph here, we can see I drew some support lines and some resistance lines. So you can see that whenever it broke these resistance lines, it shot up all the way to a high. It was over $7,600, almost $8,000 on some exchanges. And then once it broke, and then that resistance came to support, once it broke this support line around 7,100, then it started coming down. And this next support line, you can see here, wasn't until about 6,300. So right now it's at that $6,300 mark. It's been staying there for about 30 minutes, and traders are still deciding, if it's going to bounce off of that or if it'll keep declining. If it keeps declining, you can see the next support was around $5,500, and then from there, $4,800. So again, you just have to keep in mind, a lot of people are getting out of Bitcoin to get into Bitcoin Cash because that's the main, that's the talk of the town right now. Everyone's getting into that, and so that's one of the big reasons why you've seen Bitcoin decline. So we'll keep an eye on this, and if it breaks this level, then again look towards more of the $5,500 and even $4,800 level. So just trade accordingly for that. And then of course Bitcoin Cash, it's going parabolic right now. There's no really, it's harder to draw resistance and support lines here. Support, I would say it's around $900 right here. You see it had that big bounce off of 900. So that may be a point if it gets down to that level to rebuy. It's not investment advice, but I'm just saying from the looks of it, it looks like 900 is probably the best support right now for it. So with that, there's actually some news that came out. So Bitcoin Gold is actually going to launch tomorrow, November 12th. So you can see the futures are already up 105%. That's crazy. It actually hasn't been in the spotlight since October 25th when it originally had the hard fork, and a lot of problems happened. Their sites got hacked. Basically, it was really messy. So, but there's an announcement here. It's saying they're finally launching tomorrow. And they're the second project to fork away from Bitcoin blockchain to create a new coin this year called which was also, it's going to be called Bitcoin Gold, and then they had Bitcoin Cash on August 1st. So basically what Bitcoin Gold is, it's more geared towards the proof of work mining algorithm. So instead of the SHA-256 algorithm that Bitcoin uses, Bitcoin Gold is going to use a memory hard equihash proof of work function that's also used in the same altcoin Zcash. So basically what it means is the ASICs hardware that's used to mine Bitcoin won't work with Bitcoin Gold. So it's a way to have the normal users be able to mine it, and then the big players who have ASICs hardware and everything, they won't be able to mine it. So it's more of a, I guess you could say, a coin for the people. It kind of helps the smaller companies who don't have the big ASICs hardware and everything, give them a coin to mine so that they can have some say in how the operations are. So it's basically what the focus is for Bitcoin Gold. Again, it says it's launching this weekend, and the fork officially occurred on October 25th. So anyone who held Bitcoin on that day will have an equivalent amount of Bitcoin Gold attributed to their private keys. So keep that in mind. And if you do get that free Bitcoin Gold, again, just you'll get that free Bitcoin Gold, and you can sell it, for profit if you want. So this is big news, and it's basically just saying there, so there's some exchanges supporting Bitcoin Gold right now, like Bitfinex, OKEx, and HitBTC. So some of them are already supporting it through futures markets, and it said if these prices hold up, the one Bitcoin Gold will be worth almost $250. So it's actually, I think it'll probably be worth more looking at these futures prices right now of $366. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Bitcoin Gold. Again, a lot of people aren't really talking about this because Bitcoin Cash is in the spotlight, but keep an eye on this. If you did hold some Bitcoin on October 25th, then you could have some free Bitcoin Gold when it comes out. So lastly, we have Dash is actually upgrading to 2 megabyte blocks. So 99% of the network is in favor of this upgrade. So basically, they want to be able to have more transactions, reduce the transaction fee by 10 times. So I don't know what that would be, half a cent, a penny, and then pretty much there's just a lot of improvements that they're having with this upgrade. So that was great news. I believe Dash, if we look here, I believe it went up about 10%, little over 8% today. So not bad. It's just saying they haven't really been in the spotlight, but it's good that they're continuing to work on their coins and their technology, and so it's good that they're listening to the people and what they want. So, and then it also talks about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and how Ethereum actually has its Raiden network, which is similar to Bitcoin's Lightning network. So they're still trying to work on their scaling solutions, and I think the Raiden network is definitely going to be a great addition to Ethereum. The tokens came out a couple days ago, so if you did get in that ICO, those are available on my Ether Delta. And so basically, Bitcoin right now is just focusing on some Lightning network for scaling, and we'll see how that goes. And then Ethereum as well. They've been actually a couple projects they've been working on, and I think it's great for them as well. So they're still in the spotlight. So again, some great news. Unfortunately for Bitcoin, it's been going down, but at least right now everything else is up. And it'll be interesting to see if Bitcoin does hold that support level here around $6,300. And if not, then again, we could be looking at these lower levels here. So just keep that in mind, trade accordingly, take profits when you can. And till next time, see ya.